Hello and welcome to today's session. We've got the DAX, just remembering that we are opening separately to the UK. So we do expect sometimes there will be a weaker volatility period compared to normal for about 2 to 3 weeks. We've got a couple of options here, so potentially a sell if we break down, or see if I can get that up there, so or a bounce off these levels up here. So if you can just envision, I guess, the top of the image around where I'm looking to do certain things. So basically that sell, if we kind of break down, we might target this close gap before we open. Like yesterday, exactly the same thing happened yesterday. So see if we can get back there. Where are we? So the market opened, it pushed right down very quickly and filled that gap in, I guess, UK's pre-market, but the DAX's actual market. It's a very similar layout today. If we do push up higher though, I will be looking to potentially get short up here, obviously using the order flow as usual to try and take us in. I'll just move these out of the way for the moment. Hanging out around the top here on the monthly. On the weekly, still very much at the top range of recent events. Excellent shorting potential, however, we could always break out long. On the daily, we've had a push up pre-market, so hopefully if we can get up to this level, form a bit of a double top at this point. It's not really a double top, but you know, we're hitting that high and then hopefully coming back down, but potentially we will come down and hit. We've actually got 10 seconds to open, so I'll just come straight in. Right, so I'm just going to be ready with the blind sell. Pull that in. Okay. So what I'm looking for is watching the order flow now to get an indication of when to press the sell button. Ideally, we'll get a very strong push up at the open. We're open now. We're getting a push up. And hopefully we'll get the volume or the order flow to tell us that we're going short. So again, quite a soft open. Normally I'd like to see this market really push into these levels before getting in. I'm going to get short if we kind of spike up. I've hit the button already, but you know, I might add to the position if we kind of break down below and I see reason to sell. So this looks quite bullish, but there's just not much volume there. So just kind of waiting it out for the moment. So kind of looking to sell if we break below this kind of structure. Just move that out of the way, or bounce off these levels up here. So yesterday we didn't actually get up there. and we kind of hovered inside the triple bands. We didn't get all the way to it, so I didn't get very strong indications of where we were going to bounce. We are super high in terms of price position historically, so I am looking for short positions more than long. However, often that's it's not the best way to look at the market. So really just watching the order flow now to see if we can get any indication as to what direction the market is likely to go. We've got, it's about 40 points down to the close gap. Just for reference, when targeting that close gap, it's good to know, I guess, how many points away it is if you don't have the levels on your chart. So this looks like selling to me. I can't imagine somebody necessarily buying at that level. Just waiting for a bit of a reaction. Just very slow moving at the moment. So the reason I'm going for the close gap is because we are very high historically, and the close gap is often quite a strong target. Also, up above here, we do have a likely rejection point. So the risk reward is about 1 to 1 or thereabouts. So I am hopeful that this market will simply push down. We are starting to see that happen now. I've only got light volume in as well, guys, so basically not really looking to make too much because we're not bouncing off a strong level. I'm just going off hunch more than anything. I've got my stops to break even now because I don't want to take too much risk on this trade, but at the same time, you know, if I can make a bit of money at the open for the German market open anyway, you know, that's pretty good. So sitting at about $10 profit for now. If we can get a good move down, so 20. If we can get a good move down, I'll probably make about $40 or $50 on the 10k FTMO. But what I'll be looking for at the open of the UK Open in an hour is a better reaction. So unfortunately, we're not really seeing the move we would normally see or want to see. So yeah, probably the main action, which I'll cover in this video, so I won't be coming back live. But basically, we'll be looking for exactly what I'm talking about. So we'll be targeting the gap depending on where we open, and looking for ejections off the triple banding. Looking at it's about $28 profit on my FTMO challenge. Hopefully we'll keep coming down right down to this close gap, but I will potentially look to close out early if I see buying coming in, like a sudden change of heart in the market. I will want to get back in, exit the market I should say, because I don't want to be holding it if it's going to just turn around, and you know, I kind of want to edge my way back up to break even on this account. Sitting at about $300 down at the moment, so about 3%, 30% I think, no, 3%. Anyway, it's about 300 down, so yeah, to get back to break even would be quite good. I'm just going to close it here, so that's $30. This contract here concerns me a little bit, so there's 6 on the mini DAX, and then it looks like mostly buy positions on this side potentially. So I don't want to hang around for too long. I do just want to share one thing. I'll just move this out of the way. Give me 1 second. On the US market last night, I just want to show you, I guess, what happened. We actually had a really good trade a couple of days ago off the breakout long, and off the breakout short as well. So triple banding again, and basically the US market had some really big moves within those triple bands. That was on the 2nd of October. I don't always put the levels on, so okay, so here's where we're at today. But basically what happened yesterday, I'll just zoom in and show you exactly what happened. Now, so this market opens on the 1630 candle. So what happened was we opened all the way down here, 46,780, came all the way up to this one's the R1. We had about 4 points? Yeah, so 4 points of heat off that level, and then the market plummeted for 400 points. It's a massive move with very little heat if you took the trade from here. So let's say if the order flow indicated reason to go short from that level, it would have been a very good trade, because basically we had this not far away, I guess 50 points away. So even if you had a stop up above this pricing structure here, so we've got the breakout long yearly level as well as the breakout long on the daily pivot as well. So this was probably a little bit early, but if you did get in, excellent trade off those pivot points. And then targeting the bottom of that triple band, there's about 400 points in it. So incredible kind of layout, and this is why I use the pivot points, and that's without using the order flow as well. So just interesting to note that sometimes the US 30 has some excellent rejections. Okay, so we'll just go back to the DAX now. Okay, so very good timing. It looks like I was about 4 points off the bottom when I got out of my trade. So I took a short from kind of near the highs. So what was that? I got about 26 points out of that move. So it's very slow, very sluggish, and that is because the UK isn't open yet. So they'll open in about 50 minutes, and that's when trading will begin. And just to recap, guys, basically I'll be looking for triple banding situations where the market will come up, hit these pivots, look for it in the order flow. 13 contracts there, followed by a move up, so we might be moving now. But basically looking to sell off these levels. If we break up through, I'll be looking again at the R2 potentially. And then if we get all the way down here through the session, I will be potentially looking to buy off the triple banding down low. So that's where it stands, guys. I won't be coming back at the UK Open. The UK will put on daylight savings later in the month, and then both markets will be open at the same time. So this is a bit of a funny period where the DAX doesn't react or trade as it normally does. So probably looking at waiting until those markets are open together before we start getting any proper reactions at the open. Anyway, guys, thanks for joining, and if I do see the market setting up really nicely, I might come back, but at this stage, probably not. So anyway, guys, thanks for coming back, thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you soon. Best of luck with your trading. Goodbye.